Hello everybody, welcome back from our Let's Play Mighty Switch Force Hyperdrive Edition. I am Hunter, the one who's there fan of Polar Bear, and in this part we're going to be doing Incident 16 and the bonus levels. In the last part we did Incidents 11 through 15. Now, Incident 16 decides to pull a fast one and completely change the way you play the game. Because fuck you. In the other 15 incidents, you had control over when you were able to switch between, you know, the states. In this, you don't. You do, however, have a timer that automatically will switch it for you after 3 ticks. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I missed that. Let me try that again. 1, 2. Again. 1, 2, 3. Bam. Switch. Just like that. This means you gotta be more methodical and also more fast thinking with this level because, yeah, you don't have control over when you switch. That is the level's job for this place, and thus, this makes the final level kind of legitimately challenging in contrast to the rest of the game because shit does get tense. Also, it is one of the most legitimately challenging things, especially if you're going after the part-time, which I am. Let me tell you, this took over an hour, which a lot of other levels did, but still, this took over an hour. And its friend, that we'll be seeing later on in this part, is just as tricky, if not more so. And then it has 2 cousins we're going to be seeing in part 8, which will be the last part of this, of Mighty Switch of Hyperdrive Edition at the very least. But yeah, it does make this level like a bit more tricky, and there's also 2 parts to it. You wouldn't know what I mean by that? Well, stick around for about 2 more minutes, I think about. Yeah, 2 more minutes and we'll be there. So yeah. You're probably looking at the sides and thinking, what the hell is all that crap? Well, that is the result of the alien fungus. Oh yeah, that's right. In between, you know, parts 2 and parts 3, I did manage to look up at what this place was called. And it is a very bizarre name indeed. Where was it? I think it was Planet City. Yes. And that is according to the eShop description of Mighty... No, the, it's according to the, description of Mighty Switch Force given on... No, Planet Land, sorry. That is the description on WayForward's website. Is Planet Land is the name of this, you know, game's location. And what is the name of the, Space Hooligans? Yes, that is what they are called. They have names. Anyway, I died, as you saw there. Go me. Oh yeah, this part's a bit mean. It took me a while to figure out what to do. And, hopefully you were paying attention because I forgot to tell you exactly what to do. But, I can tell you that you're probably gonna die trying to figure out which combination of blocks and which states will allow you to get through this area without wasting too much time. However, the second area of... Yeah, see, like, I screwed up, Psych. Wait a minute. Hold on. No, now I gotta waste 7 more seconds switching this back over here so that they're on the opposite state. There we go. That's better. You see, like, it's stuff like that. After a couple more... more than a couple more, actually. No. A couple more. This one including. No. I can't keep track of which ones were which. I know it's a block in the middle. Is it this one? Yes, it's this one. Okay. Now we're going to proceed on to the boss. Not any numbered boss, just the boss. It's the final boss of the game. It's the only boss, but it is a boss. And this is where all the hooligan systems are. However, and very thankfully, this area is self-contained, and whenever you hit restart on the pause screen, it will just restart you here without having to do the whole entire level again. However, it does save your time that you got when you reach this point, so could potentially screw yourself out of a part of time if you got this far and, you know, don't have enough time to deal with this guy, which I almost did. Because, he's kind of a mean person. I don't know what this thing is, though. I'm gonna say it's a spider thing, because it looks like it's got a nest. Yeah, and it's got legs, too, but it's a Cyclops, so... What would you call this? Not a spider of the traditional sense, but, Yeah, he takes 6 hits because 1 for each Hooligan Sister and then 1 final hit to the face. And then there we go. Boss dead. Get a little victory dance here. And in comes the invisible Rocket Jet Man. Yay. Now the credits would play here, but I cut them out because I'm going to put them at the end of part 8. But we do get a little sneak peek at the costume I'm going to use in doing the second half of this playthrough, which is Gym Clothes Patty. Which is basically Patty without the police attire, and it speaks to ourselves fairly. Anyway, now we can equip the Mighty Shot, which is the aforementioned OP weapon that basically makes getting hard times in any level easy. And I'm not using that because it would make it easy. And for some reason, I'm a masochist. I think that's been well established, but the point remains. Now then, after we beat Incident 16, we have access to 5 bonus levels. Yes, and that's why this part is somewhat longer than normal, because of the 5 bonus levels. One of which is a real jerk. I wanted to do, you know, just put all the... Usually it was 5 incidents per part, but I'm making it 6 for the exception that I just wanted to keep the LP, you know, symmetrical. Because I'm crazy like that. I will say, however, that the second half is... Well, it may seem like it's the same, but it's kind of like a remix set of levels. Yeah, I should probably get into what the Wii U version, if I haven't already. I probably have, but have I? I don't think I have. Well, if I have, then you know what, screw it. What the Wii U version of Mighty Switch Force 1 added, besides, you know, the HD sprites and other such graphics, is 21 more levels that are basically considerably harder versions of the original 21 levels in the game. Actually, were the bonus level? No, I'm pretty sure the bonus levels were in the original one. I'm gonna say yes, for the sake of not looking like a complete idiot, and just the, like, you know, I don't know, for some reason saying yes to something that can potentially be not true. I don't want to. It's not always the case. Anyway, long story short, yes, 21 more levels that are technically the same, but they're harder. But they also have remixed tracks, which were... A couple were done by Vert himself, and others were done by fans of the game. And other, well, probably just a bunch of remixes that, I switched between calling them Jake and Vert. I don't know. Vert's a pretty cool name. Anyway, but yeah, you know, stick with Vert for this part, because, you know. Anyway, yeah, I think there might just be fellow remixes that Vert knows, so it's probably why. But yeah, remixes. And, well, on the soundtrack for Mighty Switch Force 2, there's also remixes, but they're not in either version of the game, 3DS or Wii U version. So, thus I am now posing a question. I'm not going to record this particular part when I am before I go, but depending on if you want me to, in Mighty Switch Force 2, I have dubbed some of the levels over with the remix tracks that they would... The remix versions of the tracks that would normally play there. So, there's a Super Mario Galaxy-esque remix of one of the songs, and other such... I'll just link you to the Mighty Switch Force 2 Bandcamp page in the description, which I'm hopefully going to remember to do before I leave, because otherwise I'm not going to have any time to do it, because I'll be too busy just taking in the sights and sounds of Washington for the second time. Yeah. But, which, I'll link you... Oh, you know what? Here's what I'll do. Since this is a thing that seems to be popular, I am going to also put up a straw poll to see whether or not you guys want me to use the remix tracks to have them dubbed over the new levels or not. Or dubbed over the levels that have that same track. Yeah, anyway, it links in the description, in any case. So, how's your day been? Right. Now, these bonus levels, I haven't really gone over them yet, are definitely hard. Like I said, they're technically hard because you're not really put at risk. Because, like I said, part times are completely and 100% optional, but for those who feel obligated to get the part-times for completionist sakes, because yes, these will give you quite a challenge, particularly because routing. I should probably get into what routing means if you're not, you know, you don't know that term. What routing means is that you're mapping out a specific way to proceed through a level or area that is deemed the fastest. And this is a thing I will say a lot when I get to a Let's Play in Banjo-Kazooie, because routing in that game is kind of needed. Well, I mean, it's not needed, but I want to one day be a speedrunner for that game, and I'm definitely going to need to figure out the routes that are the best for that game, because the best one I can do, it's not even like world record best. The only one I can do decently so far is Mumbles Mountain, and even I screw that one up every so often. My god, I'm sounding like a complete elitist douchebag right now, aren't I? Well, okay, I'll stop with that jargon. Anyway, Incident Bonus 3. Bonus Incident 3. There's the return of these buggers. Actually, I don't find this one too hard, because yeah, this one's not hard. It's just the only thing that may screw you up is forgetting which blocks are from what dimension and accidentally getting yourself crushed by them, or just switching them off when you're about to jump on them and not paying fully attention, stuff like that. I don't really know how to explain it properly. Or maybe I did just explain it properly and I'm an idiot. It's entirely possible. Yeah, stuff like that, basically. It's just... yeah, the lights are there as an indicator of what block you are standing on, or blocks you are standing on, because you can stand on more than one. And they can be of the opposite color. I think that's a thing you got to do. Well, that's a thing you can do in the second game to make things faster, because spoilers, they throw in a third block to make things a bit more difficult puzzle-wise. Yeah, see, like, I can stand on those two blocks. And right now I'm trying to figure out how the hell do I get up there. And I figured it out. Go me! I did it. I am the smartest. Except when I am not the smartest, in which case I am the dumbest. It happens. For some reason, I don't know what it is, but whenever I look at, you know, not look at it, but for some reason the music kind of reminds me of Apologist. This is super weird, I know. But that track in particular just gives me like a tinge of Apologist. I can't remember which track. I think it was the investigation. Yes, the investigation music in Apologist. What was the name of that track? No, the track from the previous level. I have the soundtracks in tonight. I should know these things, and I don't. Why? I should know them by heart, but I don't. Because I'm a fool, apparently. Big fool. I believe it is Apprehend Them. Let me just listen to the first couple of notes. Yes, okay. That should do it. It is the track called Apprehend Them. I don't know why. It's the I don't know, it's just something about that track. It just makes me feel like playing Apologist. Even though I have yet to... I've been going through like a somewhat mini Ace Attorney marathon that I haven't continued in like a while. Like a personal one, not a streaming one. I'm considering streaming the second investigations game patch thing. Just talking about stuff like it's gonna happen, and then it doesn't happen. And it's like, remember when he was talking about that thing he never did? Good times. Good times. But yeah, this level, I think, did we see this level yeah, we've been seeing a lot of these levels where you gotta go around this large map and collect a bunch of, my god, did I really just say collect when talking about actual human beings? Okay, get that dirty thought out of your head. Okay, what I meant to say was apprehend. Think for the right word, brain. You're welcome, brain. What did I just say? Long story short, yes, these levels are very common in this game. And also death is very common in this game, especially in these levels. But in a way that kind of makes me appreciate the second game a little more because there's only 16 levels. And so they have enough, you know, they probably have enough things to do with the weapon used in the game, which is a hose. Hey, look. Segue. I'm good at this, I swear. But, yeah, they have a lot more ideas with the hose, and thus there's a lot more variety in the second game. Right! Now, remember when I said that Incident 16 had a brother? Or was it a sister? A sibling of some sort. Anyway, yeah, this is that. Bonus 5. Which, once again, takes away the ability to allow you to control in the game when you switch between certain states. And the game, once again, takes that control away from you because fuck you. And like with the other bonus levels, they basically take other level concepts and increase them by a considerable margin. Okay, not a considerable margin, those are for the hyperdrive levels, which we'll be getting into next part. Fun times. Right. But, you know you're in for a bad time when you gotta start shooting in midair and expecting the dimension to the states to switch between the bullet going through the air and it hitting the guy. Yeah. Getting flashbacks of that one single digit. Yeah, it was a single digit level. Was it Incident 7? I want to say 7 because that name sounds like that one sounds like a number of evil. And another thing you might have noticed, the time limit incredibly strict, and I do mean incredibly strict. You cannot make one mistake. Not one. Okay, maybe 2. But literally 2. You know that bit where you have to shoot the guy in midair? Yeah, you fucked that up. Say goodbye to that power time. Unless, well, maybe not. I think you a little bit more than 2. And maybe I just suck at the game. You know. Well, I mean, I'm decent. And I know there's probably a lot of people who are better. You could just skip airs like that. And then die like that. Official strat. Official strat. Not really. Maybe not. Probably not. In fact, I think that wasted more time than it probably saved. But this area in particular. Okay, this area. This area right here. You see that checkpoint you got at the bottom? Only one you're gonna get in this section. You fuck up once, gone. Okay, never mind. There's literally just said that in the checkpoint. Okay. But it is here where you gotta make some pretty tight jumps. Like pixel perfect. I think starting here. Yes. You can't stop moving. Gotta keep moving. And you have no idea how many times I've gone to this point in the level and fallen down into that pit. That one right there. That one right there. Endless. Right. Now then, since we beat all the levels, including the bonus levels, we now have access to Gym Clothes Patty. And the hyper stages. Help. Next time.